Hey guys and girls, welcome to HunterBBQ live stream. Today we have HOZ Origins Tower Defense. So that just see what I got today for the progress of the game. I think I played this game about 2 months already, and very blessed that and glad that I have this top and alliance with me. Just take a very quick get daily things out. Just reloads the game screen. Okay, why don't we just take a look about how my progress is now so that everyone's know. I'm currently on power ranking. I'm on rank 14th on my nations. That's why I'm not very weak, but also not super strong. But at least I'm at a decent ranking in my nations, and that's how I try to help out my alliance fight all the ways in the nations of 510. You can see on nations here, and my commander's levels currently is 26. My city levels on 22. You can check about okay, I think maybe there's problems with the connections. Just let's take a look on here. I think yeah, right. I think it's better. Right, so you can see collect some of the daily thing. There's a lot of free things to collect every day. So just log in the game, you can get currently the top ranking of the alliance. Why don't we see commander's power ranking just to see how crazy about 510s. Okay, I think there might be problems with the connections. Apologies for that. But let's try one more time because I really want to show the ranking. Yeah, okay. So you can see top one's currently on 5.4 million power on one of our levelized alliance. So it's friendly. So nothing very worried about that. And the second, third, and fourth is in the same alliance as my top one alliance that we I'm glad that I'm joined in on 4.6 millions and the other one 4.6, and you can see the gap from top one, top two, and top three. After that, everyone is stuck on about 3.5 million up below, and then my current powers is about 2 million something. That's why everyone on top is very, very crazy strong, and that progress is very quickly. I can't deny that it's most of them about some of the pay to win things, but it's still fun because the nations will be working out, and so that we can try to what do you call that fight with other nations when the nation war opens. And now I think the game connection is really having a problems, and my current English swapped to a very weird language. I don't think that is very very big problems unless I want to fix that. Let's see how can I fix this problem. Okay. Setting. Um. Okay. I think that. I can't understand the language now, so I'm really not sure how to change that back. But I mean, we are very clear about the game, so I don't think the language is a very big problem now. I think the game today is a bit problems because of the connections thing. Maybe I'm very apologies for that. But let's do what we do. Collect um okay. I think the connection is getting very very weird now. Okay, so let's collect what I have today's because I would like to collect all the readings every single days. Let's skip that. Yeah, so we get 200 points there, and get some free injections. Okay, let's check the free injections for my Lucy, and then the other one as well. Get free injections every 5 minutes. Okay, so we have rewards. That's why this game is quite good if we just grind it out because it's a lot of free rewards every day we'll collect. If we try to working out, then of course we'll get better ones. You can see some skills, some redraw of the officer, and hopefully grind more things of that. But the connection is really killing the live stream of what I try to play, because I try to play like on the mornings. It doesn't have this kind of problem, but this problem just recently come out, so I'm not really sure what's happening now. Maybe the game have some update, and my current game, because I in the stream, so I'm not really updating yet. You can see those events really give us a lot of free gift. It's just do everything that has your normal daily thing. Doesn't have to do any extra things to get all those extra rewards from the event. So that's what I like, to have more events, and so that we can get more free gift and progress our account faster. But even though we are not, but of course we are not very ashamed of what we have, because you can see the ranking. Currently I'm on top 1 alliance, and my ranking is quite not super high, but also not weak. That's why one alliance is not about 1% or 2% can conquer the whole nations. It's about the work out of every members together, and that's why your alliance become top 1 is because of everyone efforts together. And you can see stay on top 1 alliance, get a lot of free gift most of the day. That's why I would like to stay on the top 1 alliance. But of course, top 2 and top 3 alliance also is very sweet to stay on. And today's I can show some of the tips that on this thing, on the gear that we have, like the packs. You can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are empty. You can see they are empty. That's why when we try to progress our account, I just mainly focus on three part of it only, not all of them, like spread out all my packs. That's why sometimes we have to understand why we want to do that, because of the what do you call that, the buff that from the packs give us additional additional buff for buildings. Yeah, you can see here. You can see I mean the wood now very, very hard to rate, but you can see if you get up to the maximum level on tier 6, basically give us more about the building speed things, and on the research as well. That's why it's also you have to know how you progress your account faster. Once your account getting a little bit faster of everything, then you can start to swap to the militaries area, so that your militaries for the nation fight everything else are being better. That's why sometimes we have to understand what we need, and so that we can make it better. I mean, talk. Right, so let's talk. Skip that. Alright, so we got an additional 50 points for new Lucy. So what we have to do is keep on upgrade the building, whatever building we can upgrade. But the best, of course, we have to get our main hall, because main hall is limited all your buildings level. So you want to get your main hall up to a certain levels. But you can see my military's training is stuck on level 19. But at least I can train a decent tier 6 sniper. So the next unlock is on very high upgrades, as I can just show on the building side. So currently I'm on level 19, so you have to go up to 22 to get the next tier of the troops. That is very, very hard to grind. But I mean, when you do that, you also have to sacrifice some of your trainings time to have your troops. So I suggest you get all your troops out until you have what you can call like that. Like I can send out all my truck to collect all the resources, and I have decent power to send out the full squad of attack level squad, so that let's see how it's work here. You can go to monster of the map. Okay, up to 26 for now. So I can just try to kill one with the best squad I have. You can see I max it out. You can see I still not max out for this level 5 tier 5 zombie I have. That's why I have to work it out. And this tier 6, that's why it's not tier 7 yet. You can see some of the troops on high level, but some of that is not on the high level. That's how we have to make it out Like I have so many additional sniper now. I have to upgrade them later on when I have the next tier up. Sorry for that. As the next tier unlocks, and let's go to attack this guy, but a little bit far away. But the most important that is what we want is to have all those level 6 farm. When we send out our farm, I mean send out our truck, we have to always be a maximum gathering all those resources, and so that we won't be having problems for resources. After that, when we have all the troops to make all those gathering, not a problem already. That's been resources is not one of our problem. Then we can start to focusing on upgrade them to the next level for the big war of that. All right. So let's get back to my base, and so that I can collect out all. Okay. Alright, I already collected that, so it's very, very fine. So you can see progress from this game is very, very basic, so that it's not very wasting and of our time to send out all your resources truck when you need it and kill some of the monster of the map to gain some of the rewards, sometime for the event as well. And then collect most of the daily things that I think spend about 30 minutes time. You can do all of the things, or maybe 15 minutes. But I think 30 minutes is decent to get all of the free things done, and so that you can progress. Like when your notifications from your phone or the game tell you you have something, like anyone try to attack you, or your trucks getting back, or your recruitments getting trained, then you have to do it decent. You can see I try to swap my officer to those for training speed. That's why I can train this one for the EMP. After I train it, then I just swap it back to the attack form. For this one, can send out more troops on per fleet that I have. That's why this one I have additional fleet. That's why I don't need to put to others like like any other guy that I would have. That's why sometimes we have to understand what to swap to to get the best benefit of the game, to just speed it up a little bit of our progress. It's very easy to do. Let's say compared to what we have now, let's do a very small comparison. Like we remove the building speed officer, 2 of them, and let's check up the upgrade time of this main city hall from level 22 to level 23. We can very clearly see that is about 7 days, 4 hours and 22 minutes. And then if we just put the, very small things to do, like, we just swap the officer to those buff when we want to do a single things. And you can see from 7 day down to 6 day. That is a very huge buff and save up your speed up as well. And that is very not hassle and not very hard to do. Just a very simple change. Like now, if we want to do the research, because I can do the research. Let's see if I want to upgrade this research. It takes about 17 hours 25 minutes to do this research. If we press that, definitely is a mistake. But if we try to swap the officer to the research buff, and then you can see how much it gives us the advantage just because of a little bit press here and there, and you gain about from 17 hours down to 14:45 minutes. So when I press it, you can see the timer will stay on 14 hours. Even though I swap back the officer to the gathering, because I doesn't have any buildings things to go on. So let's go to the gathering, so that my gathering is getting faster. You can see the timer still stand on 14 hours. It doesn't go back to 17 hours. That is why we should always try to swap to the officer that for the research, and also for the buildings upgrade, and also for any recruitments we try to do. And if you are not sure, I will just tell you the 100% the buff from the research of the war is also getting the buff from research. You can see. But currently I doesn't have a research, so I can't really show it the different. But you can that maybe this one will work. It's 16 hours. Just let's see how this work, because that is not supposed to get the upgrade. But let's try it. Just to show it's work on the wall as well, instead of just a research center. Okay, let's build back my troops from the hospital. Okay, you can see from 16 hour you can down to 13 hour. That's why the wall is also under the research facility, and that's why getting the buff from the research as well. But if you're not knowing, and now I just tell you, from the factory, from the fleet, when you do the research inside, also getting the buff from the research as well. So when you want to do the research from the factories and the war or the research center, you always have to try to get the map scientist for the research buff, just to make sure that you have best research all the time, to reduce every research you try to do on it. Otherwise, you can put it back on building buff, just to make sure the building's buff is getting okay. Because another 2 hours I will try to do another building, so I just put it there. Otherwise, you can just make sure that your officer is stand on the gathering speed. So most of the time you send out the truck to gathering, then you should have that. But once your truck is in the gathering field, then the buff is already get there. So you do not need to let your officer to stand. Like this one have another few seconds. So let's swap my officer as AP to the gathering, just to gain those gathering extra speed. And by now we can't do the comparison because it's already on there. So we have to wait another few minutes, like 7 minutes, to compare to both time. But it's just a little bit too long. I think this one is super long. I didn't aware it's like 40 minutes away. I send it out. It's supposed to be a mistake. I should send somewhere nearby. But I mean, if we are not stay on the game very long, you can send to a maximum, just to gather whatever resources you have. Because when they coming back, they will give you notifications from the game, and so that it being fine, that you will just send them out again. So no need to worry too much. And yes, welcome Brandon. I get your message, and yes, hi there. So that just continue off the game, just try to say what I have progressed. So I just stand very near to the capitals on the middle of the map, because I would try to help fighting these capitals of war. But currently you can see it's on JPE alliance. It's not on my alliance DIE. It's because DIE already got the first president from the dead, like a few weeks before. That's why the second one is a god of one of our counseling allies. That's why they are doing one of the, what do you call that, lining up to get the president from the fair of the alliance of the capitals. I mean, on these nations, you try to form groups that working out for all those alliances. Because from the start, you only can get about 30 or 40 members. Now it's up to like 50 to 60 members. So it's not a lot of members, like 65. Our list is very full most of the time. That's why if there is more than like 200 players or 1,000 players on the same nations, they would like to have all those top 1 allies and top 2 allies or something like that. That's why we should also try to share it out, and that is how our leaders is doing a very good job, and the whole alliance agree with the leaders thinking, and also the host counseling to agree that to swap it up. That's why if we have a 65, this almost like 200 player can benefit from those swapping. But after that, the next 3 days and 8 hours, there is a next capital war starting. There might be an open war, so whoever win it will own the next capital. But whoever doesn't have the capital is not end of the game, because you still can progress of the game, because the game is about long term. That means the longer you play, you can get up of most of the top levels very easily without spending any money, because that is the most fun of the game, because you can progress based on the time of the game instead of the money you throw into the game. That means it doesn't need to throw any more money when you have a decent level. All you need to do is try to grind resources, and also win event, because winning event give you more resources and reward that is really worth more than what you have to purchase. And of course, tower defense thing. I mean, every single things that you can get from the reward is very good. That's why this is what we try to play. And of course, Q event is the event that you want to fight all the time just to get better rewards, and also not try to let a lot of your troops die, because healing the troop is one of the costs that we doesn't want to spend too much. That's why at some point you really have to learn how to play. Otherwise, you have to get some of the farm. You can see a lot of the small guys standing next to us. You can see even this one is DI2. That means DIE farm. They even got a name there. That's why it's also say it is a farm. I think I already mentioned this many times. This game you can get a few extra account. That's just to send resources to you to get the farm. Like me now, I can send resources to this guy. Let's try it. Now you can see I can select what kind of resources here I can grab. What kind of resources I want to send to that guy, and so that let's send him. I would like to send. Let's press right. Let's send him 8,888 of the food, and just 33 seconds. But also you have to be careful about the tax. You can see tax take about almost half of the resources when we send. That's why we doesn't want to spend too much on that. But if you have a farm, definitely doesn't want to care too much about the farm, because your farm is anything has additionals. So that when your farm send everything to you, you're getting that 50%. Of course, it's much more better than what you can gather, because you alone, you only can send out about 4 trucks to get all the resources that you want. But if you have like another 2 accounts, so you're having 12 trucks trying to gather the resources at the same time and get the 50%, you still have an additional of better than what you have of your own, because resources is what you really need after a high level. And that's what I'm suffering now. Like my resources super low, because I try to get everything to the max, and that's why I have to work it out on. Yeah, I just doesn't have the. I didn't activate my VIP because this is not the correct time to activate it yet. That's why I doesn't want to waste my VIP on there's not any big role or necessaries that I want to activate the VIP. But if I want, I basically I can, because I still have a lot of 3 days, 1 day, and 8 hours VIP. 7 days is like I can do that, but I'm not trying to activate it now because it's not necessary for now. So that is some of the explanation of my current situations after the game of maybe 2 months I play really. So it's very getting know about how to play the game on the middle of the game until the late game of this Age of Z Origins. That's why also try to give some advice what to do. Mostly from the game start, we just getting all the buildings. It's very important to get all the buildings to upgrade until certain levels. You can see not every buildings is very high level, but mainly I just push my city hall to the certain level like 22, because the upgrade of those recruitments for the sniper currently is very OP, and then cannon also currently very OP. That's why I want to push the level until we can get the high tier of the troops, and that is why we stop there when we can't afford any more expensive thing. Then we'll just stop there and try to gather more resources. You can see currently my resources is very low, because upgrade buildings also cost us a lot of resources. That's why it's not a race to get whoever high of the level or something. It's how you maintain everything perfectly. like you have correct troops, and upgrade those troops to the correct level that you want them, and so that you can try to fight on something that you want to fight. Like the arena things, you can see our last fight until up to um currently up to 5 and 6. That's why is also how you work it out with your alliance, and how you work it out has a groups and has a member of the alliance. Instead of you just stay inside the alliance that you doesn't you know do any contributions, that is not a good members, because you want your alliance to be a good alliance. That's why you should also try to help it out when you can. But when you can't, then it's unfortunately. Um, and I okay, let's use this one so I can contribute more. Yep, done. So there's not anything crazy going on most of the time in the game. That's why when there's nothing in event, you are very free to just log in the game once or two again a day, just to set up the truck. Basically, the resources truck will take very long hours, like 5 hours and 7 hours. You can see how's difference with the officer buff. Without the officer buff, it's about 2 hours extra. So we always have to aware. It's very important to swap. Sorry for that. We have to remember to swap the alliance. I mean, swap the officer just to get the buff. So you can see my officer currently is still on gathering resources speed, and some of the free giftings. I mean, you can just do a very basic daily things, and then you can get off the game. But if there is a big war, of course, we want to stay to enjoy all the actions. Because why we want to have a strong account is because when we can help and kill those enemy, and so that we can send out our strong account troops to help the alliance fight. Most of the fight will leave begin. Like now, this guy tried to attack. You can see 3 of the base is on fire, but those are very low level, and it's name it on farm. So if someone try to claim their own resources from their farm, that's why we doesn't want to affect them, because that's not nice when someone work very hard to have their farm, but you just steal their resources. It's not very good to do that, but of course you can. But after that, you might have problems with this additional farm guy, the original guy. He might try to complain that someone steal his farm, and so that you are having a problem. I mean, if you have your own farm, like you have 5 additional account, you would not like anyone try to steal your resources, because you are working very hard to have them, and someone just attack them, like you give them free resources. That's not nice. That's why we try to create a very friendly nations that not trying to steal anyone else, unless you really need resources. Like my alliance is very helpful. Like you can see all the farm next to us. If we really low on certain resources, we can really try to ask for the alliance group. Like we have a Discord. Of course, we have even more group chat, like alliance mail chat. That's why when we want to have help from those resources, we can ask. Anyone can give us additional 1 or 2 farm just to get upgrade of the next thing, or purchase, or even heal back any troops injury in the hospital. Mostly they will allow you, like say send you the locations, like which farm you can attack 2 times maximum. Try not to attack too many times, because the farm want to stay there. You do not want to force anyone farm away, and they have to teleport back to the positions like nearby, so you can do the farm thing. So that everyone try to share. Like if I really want to have a big upgrade, I can ask like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I can ask up 10 farm just to give me the resources now. Most of the time the alliance is very helpful, so they will allow you to do that, and so that you get your I mean, it's helpful. That's why if you also have some farm, so maybe you can return some of the flavor to anyone that sharing the farm with you, and so that you also can share your farm with others members as well. But sometimes only not working with only one of the allies, but we're also working with as a allies as well. and so that when the allies sometimes might ask for the help, and so that we will try to help, like if they are under attack or we are under attack, we can ask them to help, of course, because our territory is very, very nearby now. And just take a look about the world map. So you can see the nations now working very well. It's the new one on my one. So you can see currently on 510, and almost all the nations in the same planet as mine is already having the presidents already. So very, very soon we will have the big fight of the nations to get very big things to come, and also waiting for the merge of the world happening, like a few nations trying to merge together. I mean, many things coming, and of course we have to be prepared for that. And the new world is really open up to 537. So if anyone try to start a game now, it's not too late, because there is more than half of the, like 70% is still not unlocked. So it's like only like 15 to 20% is unlocked on this new planet now. So that if you want to start now, it's not very late, because you can see not any nation having any president yet. That's why they're not even having the president war of the capital. That's why it's very good time to start now and try to play one of the nations, and so that you can be one of the top of all these planets after you fight through. But the best thing is, of course, you need a very good committee and your alliance, so that they will be very, very helpful and very active to keep on update what we should have done in the game. And now, since there's no any big war, because the capital war of the nation of 510 is on the next 3 days, and I just try to collect some of the daily things now, not anything very crazy. Yeah, let's collect those daily things. So I will like to play the favorites. Most of the time I would like to play this as my favorite gameplay in the game, because AOZ is more about the event swap. So some of the event they might unlock today or tomorrow, but some of them will just keep on swapping. That's why it's not all the time you can do the same event. But of course, that is very good that we are not getting boring because of the event doesn't work. Like now, it's getting like lucky draw things. When we try to draw, we will try to. Okay, I'm not trying to buy that. So I can't do that because I doesn't have the coin to do the lucky draw. But I mean, it's good to have free reward. But when it asks you to pay, you can choose to pay or choose not to pay. That's why it's also optional things. When I also try not to play, because I know sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. But if I just want to grind over the game with those just a smooth progress, that's why I'm not spending too many money on the account. But also having a decent ranking, like now I dropped to top 16 because someone might go up more than me. But I mean, I still like a very top fighter on the ranking. That's why it's not anything problem. So now you can see I try to go to the best one of the best game in the game is this tower defense. It's endless round. You can see top 1 and top 2 and top 3, their name and their score is some of the crazy score we have. But that's not what we try to challenge them. We just try to challenge what we have, like the previous week and this week, what we should really try to make it work. That's why I mean, we try to challenge our own self. Let's not challenge anyone else, because that's what we should do. Because if you try to challenge anyone else, that might be very hard to make it work. Because someone's level might be higher, then you might not make that work as well. So let's do the basic setup of the time to make sure that we will grind through the level. So I will see the path. Let's take a look path just to not make any mistake. I think it should be, yeah, okay, it's on bottom. That's why I might make a mistake if I want to set it here. Should be here. Okay. So most of the time we want to have laser gun. set up on the endless, because laser gun can kill all those big things until to almost the end, like the ending sections of two of that. We want to set up some of the rockets. That is how to kill those any small things try to pass by, and the laser mainly will focus to kill those big boss, and that's why we have to know how to set it up to get most of the benefit from it. And let's set this one up as well. Okay, I think this setup is enough. We're also not trying to spend all the money on one round. I mean, we can, but I'll try not to. Yeah, that's the things. So those zombies starting to come out. I think we should clear it out without any big problems by now, because my current level is also not weak. I think here maybe we can set up a rocket. I mean, yeah, let's set it up of certain rockets. So let's speed up the game a little bit more, because early level is very boring, not very many things happening. And yeah, you can see the laser mainly will focus on the big boss before they try to kill any small creeps like the small zombie. That's why the rockets will mainly focus on those small ones, then the laser will focus on the big one. So both of them try to do their own job in their special way. To get this one to level 3, so it becomes some of the decent event. Maybe not, no need for now. So we are going to the next round. Okay, so we have 3 options now. Plus 1 options basically is good, but why don't we have something get us benefit by now? Extra life, if we are not leaking, so why we need extra life? So the best is the more early round get gold is much more better, because we'll benefit more on the next round and further round as well. That's why I try to get gold now, and let's get this to level 3. So you can see our gold is super low now, so that if we purchase wrongly, basically we can restart the round like here. But I'm not trying to restart the round now, because I'm not leaking anything yet, so it's supposed to be okay to continue to play now and try to get some of the high level. I mean, this is just all about the point, so yeah, that's still fine for now. You can see the rockets is very effective on those small zombie, and the laser is also trying to work his magic. So let's upgrade this to the level 3. So I have a decent rocket to build out, and this rocket is not working. That's why I have to upgrade it to a level 2 to make it cover this area, so that both of them is try to start to work what they should work now. So the next round you can get another goal. Okay, so we have 2 door. Soon that we have a third door start to open. That's why we have to be very careful to unlock what we should unlock. Otherwise, things might not get to our way. And we are not trying to spend all the gold now, because if we try to spend all the gold when the door unlocked, then we can't protect the other path. That's not the things that we want to do. I mean, as long as we have enough power, we should be okay to save some of the gold, so that we will consider what to upgrade next. And yeah, that's the thing. So let's upgrade this rocket to level 2, because this one can cover last door as well. Okay, so I think those or the laser can be level 2, so that they're being decent to defend. Like now, this guy tried to pass. Alright, so that guy passed already. I do not want to have that. So let's restart the round, and so that I know what I should do. Like upgrade this one to level 2, and this all to a level 2, and yeah, this one to one more laser, because I got one leak of the big guy instead of those small guy. So laser is mainly focused to kill big guy. That's why I need to upgrade that, just to make sure kill it. Alright, so let's upgrade it to become level 2, so they become very effective on the early round, instead of when the big zombie trying to be approached nearby. Then I lost a little bit time to kill them, but now you can see I defend a little bit better than the previous round, because I already know what's happening. That's why restart the round is good, and we can react on what we should react. So let's get that rocket to level 3. I mean, we have 2 level 3 rocket. That is very, very helpful to defense. Alright, so we clear this round without any leak, and definitely one laser, because laser is, I mean, the bot is very good as well, but let's get laser, because we have almost 80% of our tower defense is using laser for now, and you can see this guy, this door start to open. That's why we need to get some of defense here instead of not getting anything to defend there and lost, because we just spend too many gold on everything else other than the new door that have nothing to defend. That's not what we want. So let's get 2 of the laser tower to level 2, at least having something to defend now instead of having no defense at all. So you can see that's almost enough, but might not be enough. So let's stop a bit and see what is really happening now. Here we leak about the big guy and some of the small one, and here we start to leak this big guy as well. Let's restart this round, and so that we can try to have slow here and get okay, let's get this one to level 2, this one to level 2. Okay, so this laser gun can cover on the left side and also cover the right side as well, so can become a little bit of multitask. And the top side can't push any money on that because this door start to being our problem now. Okay, maybe I let not really sure should I do that. Let's upgrade this one to become a level 2, because we are mainly focused on laser, because we have laser buff currently. That's why we want to have more tower being a laser, so that the laser can get all the buff. If I try to get any other tower that might not have the buff, might not be a good choice. So that's why I stick in one tower for now. So we can kill this guy now and kill that guy, and those small ones start to come, and the rocket just can't kill it quick enough. So let's get it to level 3, but swap it. I mean, leak a little bit is still fine when we have no choice. So just let it be for now. But other than that, we are defending everything else very good. So yeah, let's move it on instead of stuck on there and we can't do anything at all. Let's get this to a level 2 so we can start to defend on the left side and the right side as well. Alright, so let's get this another laser level 2, because this lane start to leak a little bit serious problem, so we should not have that. Yeah, and all those small one, but you can see my laser start to work, so I don't think there's any leak will be happening. Yeah, get it. So go up to another next level. Definitely want something pink, because this is almost a good level. And the last level is legendary on orange color. So let's get this one because it's the best reward for now. This one is very good to stop. I mean, it's really life-saving when there's nothing much to defend. You can see currently my point is 2,973 point on round 5, so it's still on early level, but we are getting some of the progress now. It's very good, I think. And the top one having 40,000 point, I don't think I can get that, but at least I will try to get the best point from what I have now, instead of I can't do anything at all. So let's get this to level 3. So start to get more level 3, because those level 3 really cover a big area that helping both lane when they're standing on exactly the same positions. That's why I try to do that now. Okay, let's get this one to a level 2 as well, because more and more coming. I think I need one more laser, because this big guy try to pass and kill those big boss. We really need the laser. So more and more try to pass, I can't really do anything. It's very scary sometimes. So I get the rocket upgrade just to make sure kill all those small zombies. So you can see our powers try to hang on and try to kill all those zombies. Like they almost to the door. Basically, they are not getting into the door yet. So let's get another slow here. It gives us a lot of benefit. I should set it up early. That might be a mistake if I doesn't set it up early. So we have almost all the best tower on next to the door because that is how we try to protect the door. But the game freeze now. Not really sure what's really happening now. Alright, so I think the game crashed at some point. So let's go back to the game and see what's really happening. So we're getting back to the game. Alright, so we are getting back to the game. Let's do some assists to the alliance members that they need my assist. Okay, so the progress that we have played being gone. But at least we still can play. I think alright, so we're back to the same round. Instead of we have to start from the round 0. I think this is one of the good things that are not getting erased for what you have in the progress is good. So let's get ×2 so everything's move a little bit faster and we defend better this time. So let's get this one to level 3 so that is how we'll start to help on the other lane. And let's get the slow. With the slow we'll defend even better. Okay, I should get the slow first. Okay, so let's restart the round and so that I can set up this slow here. Really help up a lot. And let's get this to level 3 so we can cover on second lane as well, and also kill the first lane that should defend. Yep, I think now it's much more better on defense. Let's get this one to level 3 as well. So level 3 deal more damage and better range. And let's get this rocket to level 2. Better to get it to level 3 as well, so can kill all those small zombie and not get any small zombie to pass by. You can see the big guy die. Yeah, some might pass, but that is not end of the game yet, so I'm not very super worried. Okay, now I start to get worried because my life is a little bit too low and I have a little bit too much money that I didn't spend correctly just now. That's why I try to restart it and do the ×4 and then swap it back to ×1 when I have the goal and not try to leak too much on what I have just now. Okay, now I have some goal and you can see some of the big guys try to pass through. Let's get the tower to start to defend them. Okay, the more tower we have, of course, the better we are for defending. But the position is very important at some point as well. So you can see the rocket is dealing a lot of damage to those small guys. Right, so let's get this up, kill those big guys. So you can see with the slow speed play, we are able to do more than what we can do. Let's upgrade this one so coverage better slow on the map. So I think now we are covering much more better than the previous time. Like you can see my life still having more than still on 20. Yep. So we can clear this round without any problem from now. I think I should keep up 20 for now. Should be that way. Maybe I have to get this one to level 3. Yep. So we can clear all those small zombies and get this to level 3 as well. So the big guy try to pass all those sniper and one of it, so it's not passing. Let's save some of the money, not trying to upgrade this one. So I can save some of the money and prepare for the next round because I know I can defend off this already. So I'm not trying to waste any more money so that the next round can't do anything. So going to the next round, I really want to have the purple, but doesn't have a lot of rockets. Maybe I get that because this is almost the best thing I should have. Alright, so let's get that. Because I still have some of the rocket towers. If getting the buff is really, really good to help out, I would say. Other than that, everything should be fine. So the round restart, so I can just start spending. If there anything happening and went wrong, I can restart the round. I will get back to same money and I can upgrade all the different things. So it's really like a trying out of the tower defense. Try to gain more point each of the round and also not losing too many life. I mean, everyone know how the tower defense works, so should be okay for now. You can see the most of the problem is on the main line, and then we have even more from the different line coming out now. So we might have to get this upgrade. I mean, this defense up on the next lane instead of letting anything try to pass by. And let's get this one as well to a level 2. Otherwise, it's just idle, standing there, do nothing at all. Okay. So you can see the rocket is really important at some point, just to kill all those small creeps, because the laser can't deal with very many small creeps. That's why at some point, we really have to kill the small zombie with the rocket and kill the big one with laser. But now we start to have a lot of leaking. Alright, so we have to restart the round because I still have my item not yet used. Okay, I think what should I do? Let's get this to level 2 and let's get this to level 2. Get this to level 3. Let's get ×2, so move things a little bit quicker. I think on the left lane is quite safe, so let's get the first lane more defense because the first lane is what we keep on leaking most of the zombie. So until I have money, I should slow it down, just upgrade more defense. Make sure every defense is working out, and this one I have to kill one big guy, and I should have enough money to upgrade this one. Not yet. Kill another big guy. Yeah, okay, upgrade that, and the rocket is really working out very hard to kill those zombie as well. But now some of the zombies still trying to pass, and I think the defense is quite good now, but it's still not enough. Alright, it's down to 8 life, so I have to be very, very careful for now, just to make sure I defend this round without dying. Really have to put more defense on this main line, but there's not a lot of places that allow me to defense for now. That's why I also can't do a lot. Hopefully this big guy can kill, so all those small guy can die. Yeah, I think I can defend that. Otherwise, I might lose there. Okay, I have to restart the round because I think that big guy will pass. That is not what I want. So let's put more defense on this lane, and so that we can defend it better. So let's do a ×4, so everything being quicker, and go back to ×2 because we start to the chase thing when we have the enough gold to upgrade. So let's get all those defense to a level 3, at least a decent defense. Then most of the zombies still pass by, but nothing many, nothing much we can do this point of time, because that is what we have in our economy. Alright, I have to stop there and put a ×1 just to make sure it doesn't leak too much unless the game will end there. Okay, we have 7 life, supposed to be okay. Let's get this to level 2, so it's slowed down even more, down to 5 life. I think I have to use this one somehow to freeze it, so I can pass this round and kill all those zombies without problem. Let's get this one to level 4, so it's really helpful. I think now I'm being safe, and this one can be level 3, so it's totally cover up all those gap from anything try to pass by. Yeah. So we have super slow on the last lane, and now we are going to the next round on round 7. So when we have item, it's very good that we can pass around. Okay, I really want to have this, but I really want to have. Okay, let's get that, because this is very good for the items that we should chase. But the item might not save us for another win. So let's do a ×2. So I mean, at the start now, it's very good that it doesn't have too many leak, and then kill all those zombies super quick as well. Yeah. But the laser really have to work a little bit harder just to kill all those. Alright, so let's go 1, and then let's get this to level 4. So this 2 area is almost the main tower defense for both lane. But I think now I might lose on this round, because you can see just too overwhelming. I can't really do anything at all. So that let's just let it end on this round, because I can't really defend this round anymore. And I know that because I doesn't have any more things to use and doesn't have a lot of options. But just let my lasers kill whatever can. So get up to 8,815 coin. Get some of the our defense coin. You can purchase things, but I'm not going to purchase anything yet. Currently rank on 191 round, but I think that is okay, because mainly that is just one of the mini game, and then our packs is not built up. That's why our tower is a little bit weak for now. I mean, that is not losing the game. It's just one of the mini game that give us the rewards, you know. So it's not putting a lot of pressure on yourself. But let's get this recruitment speed up, then I can try to do this. Yeah. Okay, 8 hours. Right. Let's do that. And show it back to the this one. Right. Done. So now it's almost done. That it's nothing much I can do, because I already sent out all the truck for the resources, and I help out my alliance when needed in the war as well. Can see I have my powers, and I can't really see the because I can't read the word now. It's very weird that the word being changed to not English. I'm not sure how to fix it now. But I mean, we know the game, so whatever try to press, the language is not one of the problems. So I don't think there's any more things I can do. And today's event is about the lucky wheel, so I'm not putting money to that. That's why I can't do the draw as well. Alright, so I think that is all for today live stream for this HOZ Origins Tower Defense. And hopefully everyone liked it. And also hopefully just small tips that what I said earlier really help everyone's progress further and faster. So I think that's all for today's live stream for this game, and thank you very much, and see you guys next time.